Hello everyone, it's a Saturday evening and I am finally back at it. I have not uploaded a video in quite a long time, so I thought today is the day where I'm actually going to make one and upload one. We are almost in July now. It's been like 2 months, or if not more, since I've last put something out. So yeah, and obviously the day I decided to do it, I've got a bit of a monster run. So this is just the ambient stuff for the van. And I don't know the total weight of the van, but with all of this ambient stuff, bottles as well and everything, it's going to be quite a heavy one. I think we've got about back 16, which is what I never normally even used to get that on the 4 runs. And bearing in mind we've got 2 runs today, these are in half runs, so we're going to have to come back and reload at some point. This 4 run's going to take about 4 hours to do, the second run's going to take about 2.5, I believe. So without further ado, let's load this van and see what it looks like after and check the weight, because it's going to be quite impressive. We are on the way. We are just leaving the car park of the store. I've checked the weight of the van. Apparently it comes in at about 600 to 650 kilograms, which surprisingly isn't the heaviest I've had on the van before, but it's just it looks quite a lot for some reason. Like I said, I've got back 16 and front 16 totes, so as you've just seen, it's quite full. Anyway, we've got 14 drops on this first run and 5 currently on the second one. That might change if there's any more orders that come through a bit late. Hopefully not. Hopefully there's a total of only 19 drops today, this being the biggest of them both. So we're gonna head over to our first address. It's a customer that's never ordered with us before. And looking at the run sheet, I noticed a bit of a discrepancy on the address. Basically, there's no house number or anything on there. So I phoned them up, got the house number and everything I need, and hopefully we should be pretty good to go. Shouldn't be any issues, I'd like to hope, but we'll see what the traffic's like. It's currently Saturday, 3:30. Out nice and on time, actually 5 minutes early, so we've got time to make up for any traffic we encounter, which is good. Always good when we're on time. So there we go, first delivery done. That's 5 out of our many totes got rid of, basically, nice and empty on the van. One return from the address, we're on to the next, 4 miles away. I'll get to it and catch up with you guys soon. There we go, so that is our second delivery done. So far so good. We got some gorgeous weather outside. It's not too warm, I believe it's about 20 degrees Celsius today. Over the last week it's been about 28, so this is a welcome refresh of weather. Obviously we don't have air conditioning in these vans, like many working vans unfortunately, which kind of sucks. Anyway, so yeah, I haven't been around a lot recently, been very busy, finishing up the second year of university, then the exam season took a lot of like out of me, you know, I don't know the word I'm looking for, a lot of my energy, and looking for different jobs to do with class 2 HGV driving's been a bit of a struggle, to be quite honest with you, with a lack of HGV experience, but we're getting there. We're getting closer every time we have an interview, so that's good news. But yeah, keeping well. I hope you all are as well. Let me know how your driving's all been going recently, if anyone watching this drives and had any interesting or fun experiences. Personally, mine's been a bit mundane, but we're still moving, we're still going and enjoying the weather as we do. So we've got about 7 miles apparently until the next delivery, which puts us in a bit of a precarious place time-wise somehow, even though I made it to that address early. So I'm inclined to say that this pin location might actually be in the wrong place, which will be fun. Try and figure out where we're going, I guess. But yeah, I'll leave you guys to enjoy the time lapse of some of the journey there, and I'll catch up with you in a little while. I hate merging onto dual carriageways and motorways in the van because the light foot thing really sensitive, so we had to try and make it to the speed limit on the slip ramp, going very crawling speed. It's a nightmare, especially if it ends up being a lorry. You almost end up stopping on the slip ramp, so we're going to try and squeeze in this gap we got going here behind this blue car, in front of the blue car. There we go. There we go. Nicely executed. All clear. Happy days, eh? These gloves are awful at pressing stuff. We'll get there eventually. There we go. So we've got one return on this order. Happy days. So we are now on the way to our 9th delivery. We've got over half of the van empty compared to what it was when I left, which is all good. So our next delivery is just over 10 miles away. So we're currently in the nice town of Colville, and after we get out of Colville we'll be on our way to Measham, which is in between Tamworth and Colville, and then after that we are heading to the middle of nowhere to go deliver to some caravans for a workers' accommodation somewhere, which should be an interesting one. We got 2 drops there, so 2 caravans. So it's always a bit of an interesting one in the dark, in the winter. That was a bit of a nightmare, but thankfully we got quite a bit of nice, warmer, clear weather now, so looking good. Yeah, no issues so far. Apparently this van I'm driving right now, a couple of weeks ago, had some issues with the side door opening, the big bay door, and level crossing, and someone lost some of their load around an island, which, you know, doesn't normally happen, but it happened then. But either way, let's continue driving. Let's hope it doesn't rain. There's some grey clouds over there, but thankfully we're going to head away from those very shortly. So we're on the way to the 11th and 12th, no, sorry, the 12th and 13th delivery now actually. Almost there, there's quite a bit left, the entire bottom row. The next two deliveries are on a caravan park together, so it shouldn't be too difficult at all. Doing this in the rain is quite a tricky delivery because the ground is all sloshy. But just pulling in there. Because the ground is all sloshy in the winter. However, when it's not raining, it is nice and easy to do. So hopefully it goes as easy as usual. I normally do the mornings on a Saturday. I'm contracted to work evenings, but I normally do the morning. So evenings are quite a rare thing for me now. So not that used to these addresses anymore, but I would have been a while ago. I had to switch it because I had a taekwondo grading in the morning about 10 AM, and then I went to the gym. So it's been quite a productive day overall. Oh, he's letting us go. But yeah, so overall it's been pretty nice. And then we're going to look at getting something to eat after these next two deliveries from the co-op when we pass it going back to the store. I already have a sausage roll, so I'd like to get ideally like a chocolate bar, maybe some apple, you know, something like that to go with it, make it a bit more of a meal. Because I tell you, I ain't getting a bit hungry now. So yeah, let's get to the caravan park, unload these, head to the shop and do the last delivery. So that's the van fully unloaded from the first run. As you can see, there's quite a lot of totes. Normally you just have like one that high and one or two, not two towers basically. The fridge is nice and empty. So it's time to see what I got from the co-op. I've already had one thing of it. They're way too close. I already got one thing of it. I had brownie, that was very nice. And now I have a sandwich, a sausage roll, and some profiteroles because they didn't have any eclairs. So profiteroles, oh, and a coffee obviously, sandwich, and then my sausage roll is in the bag down there. I have checked, our second run is only 5 drops all around the local area apart from one out in the sticks. We'll put it on the van, have some food and go from there. However, I think this is a good place to end the video. One really big run for a half run. So thank you ever so much for tuning in, and if you enjoyed, drop a comment. If you've got any questions, leave a like, maybe follow if you really fancy. And anywho, drive safe, I'll see you next time. In fact, just a little outtake here before I sign off for the night. This is the second run, this is 5 drops. As you can see, this is the entire run. So that's 4 frozen, 5 chilled totes, so basically 1 per house. And then we have how many here? What, 4, 8, 12, 14, I can't count, 14 ambient totes, 4 frozen and 5 chilled. Like, that's for 5 addresses, and this is the second run. It's nothing. I basically had this amount for one house. The last drop was about 14 totes or something ridiculous. So yeah, this is a nice easy one now.